being successful and being really, looking ahead of your life and really trying to capture any opportunity that would be healthy for you. And when I talk about healthy, I really mean healthy in everything. Not just in food and the way we eat, but also in the way we talk and the way we walk and the way we interact with others, people or things or places or environment. And also with the divine force, with God as well. So, as we may see, that all of these interactions could possibly integrate in our life. It is very important that we, as human beings and individuals, support this life. We are here not to die or survive. That's not the point of life. The point of life is being what you are here for. You only gotta, it's only gonna take time. You will survive in that time and you will die in that time after a period of time. So, you know that you are surviving at this point, but you don't know how much more are you gonna be surviving. And you don't know when will you stop surviving or you stop your terminal point of life or period of time of life. When will you stop surviving? So we don't know when will we stop surviving, and we also don't know, how long. How long will we be surviving? As a matter of fact, all what we should be thinking of is not about the time, not about the how. How do we survive? Number one, how do we hold on? How do we stay healthy? Being in healthy relationships. Everyone. And it's not just relationships with boyfriends, girlfriends, or husband's wife, or whatever you may call it in a perspective. It's very important to, number one, appreciate who you are. And appreciating who you are and what you are, appreciate yourself. If you appreciate yourself, you will have a great or enough capacity to appreciate everything around you. You will appreciate nature. You will appreciate the sunlight. You will appreciate things that you never appreciated before. People that you never appreciated before. Or you'll have the eye to look at things you have never had before. So number one, appreciate what you are and evaluate. Ooh, awesome. That's an awesome word. Evaluating. How valuable, not just what you are, but how valuable you think you will be. Or how valuable you think you are to others. And of course, most of us de-evaluate their persona. As a matter of fact, they de-evaluate, they underestimate themselves and their manners and their personalities and their education and so on and so forth. But we no longer need to do that. We have a chance now to listen to others. We have a chance now to interact with others. We have a chance to live better. We have a chance to look at the categories, the ingredients of our food, the ingredients of our life, the ingredients of our personalities, the ingredients of our success, not just food all the time. No, of course, we have to take care of our health. That's number one. For true success, you have to be healthy. You have to have a healthy diet. You have to exercise. You have to live better, nourish your nutrition, all of this. That's number one for anything. After appreciating yourself, say, okay, wait a minute. I'm a human being, right? I'm a human being, and I really have a great rule in life. I really have a better opportunity in life. I really can change this whole world. Me, myself, and I. Thank you. You say that to yourself? Do you say that to yourself? Do you thank yourself for being yourself? Do you thank God for, either you're religious or not, you really have to be thankful. You have to be thankful. Thank you. Just give thanks. Whatever you worship, just give thanks to Him or her, whatever. If you worship God, give thanks to God. He made you alive this day. If you worship, nature, give thanks to nature. Whatever your force or divine force that you believe in, just give thanks. If you don't have that, if you're an atheist, give thanks to the people around you. Give thanks. Always give thanks. Be thankful. Be grateful. Give thanks to yourself that you keep on trying. You've been trying forever. You've been trying for a long time. You've been trying to succeed in education and health and this and that. You've been trying your best. So be thankful for yourself. Okay, thank you. Number 2. So, after appreciating yourself, giving thanks, now you have to write your goals. And a lot of people told me, writing goals, I don't have time to write my goals, I don't even know my goals. And listen, we all have goals. Now, whatever you're saying to me, or whatever you're telling me, oh, I don't have goals, I'm lazy, blah, 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 that means that you have so many distractions in life that's distracting you from seeing your goals. You have a lot of block-ups. You have a lot of distractions. You have a blinder on you. You're wearing a blinder. Why are you wearing the sunglasses? Why? Take it out. Take it off. Take off your sunglasses, please. And look at the end of the road. So just like by standing in the street, you could see the end of the road. Okay? You could see it. I swear to God, you could see it. I promise you, you will see it. And just take off your glasses. Take off your sunglasses. You'll see how far are you trying to go. But if you just keep on your sunglasses on you, you will never even think about having a goal. Take it off and think, what's your purpose in life? What do you want to get out of life? Why you're here? Might as well just die. Might as well, if you never had a purpose, then you would never been created, or you would never been born. Take it this way. I mean, personally, I take it this way. I personally take it that way. If I did not have a purpose, I would never have been here. Period. So you have a purpose. I have a purpose. We all have purposes. It's just you being distracted by other people or other block-ups or other sunglasses. I don't care. I don't know. But you are being distracted one way or another. So, we all have goals. Now, when you try to think about them, that's the way you take all the distractions out. Do yoga, do anything that might be, listen to some, relaxing music. Close your eyes and think. Be motivated, be inspired by other speakers, beautiful motivational speakers. So, being there, catching the opportunity, appreciating yourself, being thankful. Okay? Taking out all the distractions. Now we took all the distractions out. We are being thankful. We are being appreciable. What happens next? We write down all the things that we're thinking of. Not all of them, of course. We can't, no matter what we did, no matter what we do, we cannot write everything that we're thinking of. But I just want you to put some subtitles. Titles, just titles. Let's say education. Okay, I want to improve that. I want to improve my language. I want to learn another language. I want to travel. These are, very general stuff. But if you're going to talk about the person stuff or the personal stuff that will touch you, that will touch your life and other people's life, do it. Or maybe you could categorize, say, leave a page for knowledge, like education, studying, learning, teaching, things like that. And, and you will also have another page of developing another, column for what you want. Now, before doing all of this, I want you to have one thing, just one thing. Number one is faith. How will you be able to manage anything in life or think about anything in life if you don't have faith? How? You have faith in you, inside of you, telling you, I can do it right now. I can get my hips up. I can get my butts up and do it right now. Not tomorrow, not today, but now. Now is the time. I've wasted so many lives and so many other times and I wasted too much time in my life already. There is not a single hour, that's left. It's already being wasted. I wasted time in sleeping, I wasted time in eating, I wasted time in playing video games, I wasted time in watching computer, movies or watching, this and that, just being distracted all the time. I wasted all the time in being distracted. I wasted all my entire life being distracted by some idiots, being distracted by other foolish people. I've been distracted by TV, computer, video games. We all have our distractions. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm trying to stay away as much as possible from all the distractions that could distract me from being successful. Thank you. Entertainment is important for me, for anyone. And you know how I entertain myself? By reading books. By playing, by playing brain games. Like strategy games. Reading about fun stuff. Watching Discovery Channel. Listening to a documentary. Talking to a friend. Going out with a friend. Going to the park. These are beautiful, beautiful, positive entertainment. Not negative entertainment. I don't want to waste my time now. See, I have a plan. I am dedicated. I'm committed to what I'm doing. So whatever that's gonna come, whatever that's gonna be whatever entertainment I'm using right now is gonna be all for me and for other people. It has to be useful. I can't be just jumping all around and wasting time. Naps, sometimes, yes, they work. Naps are good. Exercise is good. It's one of the entertainments I have. Drawing, painting, writing, cycling, things like that. Beautiful things. Going to the library, exploring, talking to new people, helping people in the street, just random people. Things like that. Beautiful things. And by that point, it's not going to be called entertainment. It's going to be called positive bonus, whatever. Fun. Positive fun. That's the kind of fun that makes you happy. That's the kind of fun that makes you positive all the time. So no matter what hits you, no matter how hard you get hit, always have some positive energy. So it's not just work all the time, read all the time, write all the time, exercise all the time. No! It's important to be diverse. It's very, 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 very important to be diverse. And what does that mean is that you should always have some time for yourself and some others and for worship if you are, a spiritual person. So it's all important. Great. I hope you're taking some notes. So we talked about faith, we talked about health, we talked about trusting yourself or appreciating yourself, evaluating yourself, being thankful to yourself, just being thankful to everything around you. And we talked about entertainment or positive bonus or positive fun. Also, volunteering is a part of it. So if we really started out with these beautiful sparks, I would call it sparks, because these are the sparks that could actually keep you moving, it could keep you ahead of the person that you used to be. It could keep you, motivated. It could keep you energized, refreshed, breathing. It could keep you not just surviving, but it's a way to manage how to survive. It's a way of really using 100%, really using your survival shield. That's your survival shield. I'm not saying you'll not be harmed by any person. I'm not saying you'll be, that's gonna avoid you from any danger. No, I didn't say that. But you always, number one, you have to be ready to risk, and at the same time, be conscious and be cautious. Don't be too much cautious. Don't be too cautious, because if you are too cautious, you will never have the time, or you'll never have the capacity to, risk. And risking is a very, very important factor in life. You can't live without risking. Basically, life is a risk. They always say that you'll never get out of life alive. That's true. You can't change that. That's a rule of life. If you're here, you'll be, one day you'll no longer be here. That's a rule of life. Everyone accepts. Either if you're religious or not, whatever you are, any culture, any background, we all agree on that. One day you will no longer be here. But guess what? Your knowledge will be here. Your evaluation will be here. Your contribution will be here. Your participation will be here. Your voluntarily work will be here. Your positive attitude will be here. Your work, artwork, music, whatever, ideas, all your ideas, everything, you leave them behind. You're just, you'll just die as a body. That's it. But not as a mentality, not as an attitude, not as a soul. Everything will be here. Don't worry about it, right? As long as you're working on it, as long as you're working on being successful. So why is being successful so important? Because that's actually, you're working on the things you will leave behind. Thank you. This is it. So you're actually working on the things that you will leave behind. Because, hey, what's the use? I'm gonna die anyway. So why the heck I want to be successful? Why the heck do I want to be, not having fun or anything? Why? That sounds stupid. But you know what? You have not thought ahead. Because if you thought ahead, you will think about this. Hey, you know what? Being successful means that you will leave contributions, that's number one. You will leave ideas, that's number two. You will leave participation. You will leave positive attitude. You will leave success right here. You will leave ideas no one had ever thought about. You will leave artworks no one will ever, do but you. That's your work. That's your original work. It's not a copy of somebody. They could copy whatever they want, but yours will always remain original. Van Gogh's art. How many people could actually replicate Van Gogh's artwork? But they're worthless. Van Gogh's original artwork is the original artwork of Van Gogh. This is it. Even if the whole world replicated it, even if the whole world know how to draw the same thing. See, it's not about copying. It's not about copying. It's not about if you can make it or not. It's about if you started it or not. If you had the original idea or not. if you were the producer, the main producer of this, or not. That's what counts. Your contribution counts. Your very first thought. So I'm here to be a leader, not a follower, not a copier, not a plagiarizer. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to be a leader. I'm here to be the original. That's it. I'm here to be number one. Even if you were number one, you have to consider yourself as number two, so you always look better ahead. Always look better ahead. Always, don't you ever consider yourself as the best. Even if you were Van Gogh himself, don't you ever consider yourself as the best. You always consider yourself as better. You're always moving on. Okay, you're better. You're better than yesterday. You're better than yesterday. So keep going. Until the day you pass out. Until that day, only that day, the whole world will witness that you were the best. But you will never witness that day until you die. See, you will never know. Either if you're the worst or the best. That's the people's decision, not you. But for you, you have to keep on moving forward. Always moving forward. Being better than better. Being better than good. Being good than better. Being better than good. All the time you have to prove to yourself. You're proving that to yourself, not anybody. Not anybody. You have to be careful. You're not proving anything to anybody. You're proving everything to yourself. Just yourself. Because the more you prove to yourself, the more faith you have inside of you, the more fire you have for you. The fire you have for you is what's important. And that fire, if it's inside of you, it will never burn you. And it will never burn anybody. It's just a fuel that makes the engine moving. Just like a train, just a steam engine. So all this steam that's inside of you, it's never going to burn you. No. It's just there to keep the engine going. Right? So it's not there to burn you or anything. No, it will never burn you. But it will burn